and share the screen. So yesterday I was speaking about a hierarchy. Okay. I was speaking about a hierarchy. Okay. Just like we have a lot of hierarchies, right, in real life. Okay. So here also you will have different hierarchies. Okay. So if you see here, just like we have a lot of continents, under each continent you will have different countries. Under each country you will have different states. Under each state you will have different cities. Okay, like that. Like that. Okay, like that we will be having. So workspace, lot of workspaces can be there. Under each workspace you can create lot of projects. Under each project you can create lot of packages. Under each package you can create lot of .java class files. Okay, lot of .java class files. So like that. Okay. So if you see here, this is the name of the workspace. This is the name of the project. And this brown color are the packages. And under each package, you can have executable files, .java class files, .java class files. So this is the hierarchy. You can create many workspaces. So I'll show you many workspaces. Okay. Okay. So I will right click on the project, go to properties. Here you are seeing one yellow color icon. Here you are seeing one yellow color icon. If you click there, you are seeing the project name. Under the project name, SRC, main, Java, these programs, exactly like this we are having. First pack. Your programs are being stored here. Your work is being stored in this space. Okay, in the C drive, wherever you are configuring. Okay. So like that. This is the program. This is the program. Okay. Now, just to tell you, those are joining new, like this is the second class. Yesterday we had a small introduction. I'm just doing a recap. You need to install 3 things. Okay. Java JDK 1.8 or above. You need to install Eclipse. What we are working right now is on Eclipse only. Eclipse is an IDE, integrated development environment. It's like a notebook where you can write, you can edit, you can compile, you can debug, and it also acts as an auto suggestion, IntelliSense. So now you also need to install Maven. Maven is a project management and build tool, because we need to integrate it with various third-party tools. Okay, various third-party tools, because Selenium is not a full-fledged tool. It's a free and open source. Whenever something is coming free, you may not have a lot of features on it. So you need to complement it with various third-party tools like LUR reports, extent reports, log4j2, etc., etc. Don't worry about this. I don't want to talk about them. It can be very confusing also. So let me clear it off right now, this one. Now, yesterday we had seen two things. Okay, system.out.print, system.out.print, and what was the other thing? Anybody? System dot.
Out.println.
Very good, Darren. Okay, system.out.println. See, the classes need to be very active. Okay, interactive sessions. Most of the things you people will only be doing. I will only be an enabler only. And every day 5 programs, 5 small scripts you need to write. That will help you to get multiple offers in 3 to 4 months. Because the deciding point for software testing interview is, any interview for that matter, is the way you write the programs, the quality of the programs, the coding standards you follow. Many people miss the idea. Coding standards will tell you when you are driving a vehicle, you will follow certain rules and regulations, right? Helmet, left side, no triples, no drunk and drive. Like there's some rules you'll follow. Most of the people, they don't follow. Okay, they will just write the logic and then they will think they will get selected. When you are writing only the logic, they will think that you are coming from an institute. But when you are following the coding standards, they will think that you have already worked in an organization. And it is very easy to train these people because those people would have practiced the wrong way. Now, what is the meaning of system.out.print versus system.out.println? Anybody would like to go?
Printing in the same line is system.out.print. New line is println.
Partially correct. Partially correct. Print and stay in same line. Printing in the same line you told, right? So print and stay. First you will print and then stay. Clear, right, Darren?
Yes.
Almost 80%, 90% you're correct, but that is that is so how it differentiates. Okay. So see, there will be a photo finish in interview, right? It will be photo finish only. The other person is also equally smart, who is your competitor. So you need to also ensure that you are also equally good. So you should not leave any stone unturned. Okay. So print and go to new line. This is the meaning. Okay. So yesterday I asked you people some celebrities' names. So you people told Vijay, Tamanna. Okay. I'll reduce the font here. Okay. So when you people were giving celebrities' names, I was telling break the pattern. Break the pattern. Don't give only film stars and that too male. So other areas also we have started. Okay. So it's very important that every small area, you take care of smaller things, the bigger things will take care of themselves. Okay. See, every minute we spend here is very important because that will have a compounding effect in 3 months. So every small thing you try to implement. Okay. Now, print and stay in the same line. So if you go here, Vijay will be printed here. Okay. So if you see here, print and stay in the same line, Vijay. There won't be any gap. For better understanding, I'm giving the gap. Then Tamanna, and then Messi println is there. So next line it will come. Then Alia Bhatt is there. Okay. And you'll go to next line. And then Sundar Pichai. Okay. Sundar Pichai. But you'll stay there because it's print. And then Kalpana Chawla. So if you run this program, right click, run as, you'll get the output like this in the console. What is console? the area where you get the output is called console. Okay. Yesterday, we were also printing numbers. Full stop is the way to terminate a line. In Java, it is semicolon. If you declare a variable, if you tell I without introducing what type it will shout. So you have to tell that I am of type integer. I is of type integer. The number one reason why Java becomes very tough is because of this line. This line. Java becomes tough because people call it A is equal to 9. This is not A is equal to 9. 9 has been assigned to the variable I. So if you see line number, okay, if you see line number, line number 7, when you say int I, for the variable I, okay, for the variable I, 4 bytes are given. For the variable I, 4 bytes are given. For the variable I, 4 bytes are given. And when you say 9 has been assigned to I, so 9 is being stored inside I. So this is how it works. So 9 is being stored inside I. So 9 is being stored inside I. Okay. So 9 is being stored inside I. Now let me clear this. So I plus plus means you are adding I to I. You are adding 1 to I. This can also be written like this also, I plus 1. You are storing it back to I. Similarly, I minus minus means you are subtracting. So initially it was 9. You told I plus plus, I became 10. I plus 1, 10 plus 1, you are storing in I and printing I. So 11. I minus minus, again 10. If you see, this is how it prints. Now, let me go for another package where I will tell, okay, data types. Okay, where I'll tell data types. What is the meaning of data types? Okay, so data types means, so just like nature is giving you some templates, apple, mango, banana, nature is giving you, or God. Like that, you can also create some templates like cakes, biscuits, chocolates. Those are templates. Okay, like that. So in Java, you have two types of data types. Basically, in Java, you have two types of data types. You have two types of data types in Java. Data types are of two types. Primitive data types or non-primitive data types. Just like I told, nature is giving you some templates. Okay, by default, Java is giving you some templates. Okay, some templates. Those are primitive data types. We also create some templates like that. These are non-primitive data types. So non-primitive data types, there are few of them, like arrays, strings, class, interface, enum. What are those? Right now, if you try to explore, it may be little confusing. It may be little confusing. So primitive data types, you have further classification of 4 types. Primitive data types, further classification into 4 types. You have integer related, okay? You have integer related, decimal related, character related, and Boolean related. We have 4 categories within primitive data type: integer related, decimal related, character related, and Boolean. Within integer, there is further classification of byte, short, int, long. This is further classification: byte, short, int, long. For decimal related, you have float and double. For character related, any single character in single quotes, which I'll explain, each and everything I'll explain in single quotes. Any single character you can store in single quotes. But the most important data type is Boolean. So in primitive data types, you have 8 different data types. In primitive data types, okay, you have 8 different types of data types. In primitive, you have 8 different: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, Boolean. 8 are there. And the most important one, which we will be using in automation testing, is Boolean. Boolean is a data type which accepts only true 2 values. Only 2 values it will accept. Either true or false only, not even yes and no. True or false only it will take. If you see byte, short, int, long, it is like based upon the requirement, we take the containers in our kitchen. Like, for example, if it's a very small container, like for ilachi or hing, you'll have this one. For sugar or salt, you'll have this one. For atta, little bigger you will have. And for rice, you'll have much bigger. So based on what you're going to store, is it a small integer? Is it integer first of all? Then these 4. And within that small integer, byte, little bigger, any one integer, this one. Any one integer, little bigger, this one. And long, much bigger. That is the only thing. Size will vary. Because byte means 1 byte of information, 2 bytes of information, 4 bytes and 8 bytes of information you'll be storing. So only integers, negative numbers, positive numbers, 0. So when you say byte, okay, so you can store anything between -128 to 127. When you are telling byte, any one number between this range only you can store. How this number is arrived? Because byte means Okay, whatever I'm telling right now, it's not at all important. It's not at all important. Only for information I'm giving. 1 byte means 8 bits. Bit means it's binary digit short form. Binary means 0 or 1. That means two combinations. So 2 to the power, okay, 2 to the power 8. 2 to the power 8 is nothing but 256. 256 if you divide by 2, 128. So minus any number within the range of minus 128 to 128 you should be able to store, but there is 0 also in between. So this is the capacity of a byte. Not at all important. Like that, short little bigger number, integer much bigger number, long much bigger number. Float means 6 to 7 decimal points you can have. Double means 15 decimal points you can have. Character. Character means any single character in single quotes. Y or U, small u, or you can store 5 in single quotes, or even space in single quotes, or dollar in single quotes. Any single character in single quotes is what character data type will take. Till now, clear everybody? Everybody clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will create one package. I'll create one package here and I'll tell data types. Okay. It's already there. So it's already there. So I will create one program here. Data types program. Okay. Data types program. Okay. Now I will use all of them now. All the 8 primitive data types. So byte B is equal to minus 128. If you see, okay, if you see, for those who joined, I have given the material. Okay. This is what I was explaining. And if you see, minus 128 to 127, you can store any number only between this range only. Only between this range you can do. See, these Java people, did they develop it properly or not? We have to test the boundaries. There is a concept of boundary value analysis in manual testing. See, when I'm teaching manual testing, I'll also be talking about automation. When I'm training automation, I'll be talking about manual also, wherever it is coming, so that when you work in a project, you should be testing in such a way that the end result, after your testing, nobody should get a defect. So you will be complementing manual testing with automation testing with AI, Playwright, Java, Selenium, TestNG. The end result is that you will be equipped with so many things that after your testing, people should not get any defect. Okay, there will be defects, but less priority. High severity, high priority defects, you should not, nobody should get. Okay, nobody should get. Okay, yeah. Okay, now, so we will be testing here minus, okay, minus 128. Okay, so minus 128. Okay, so I'll challenge this minus 128. I'll give minus 129. Immediately you'll get an error. Okay, immediately you will get an error. Immediately you will get an error. Okay, immediately you will get an error because minus 128, 129, it is not accepting. So maximum it can do is minus 128 only. Okay, 127 maximum it can take. Positive side, I'm telling positive side, it can take. Just give me 1 second, some background sound is coming. We'll remove the WhatsApp. Okay, minus one, oh no, positive 127 it will accept. But if I give 128, it should not accept. This is how you need to test. Okay. Why why you need to test at the boundaries? Because when the developer is coding, right? Suppose byte, whenever somebody is giving a value for byte, okay, greater than or equal to minus 128 he will give. Not only that, but also byte should be less than or equal to 127 also. This is how the developer will code. This is how the developer will code. Okay. This is how the developer will code. If he forgets this one, right? Okay. If he forgets this one, okay. 128 minus 128, if you give, it will not take. If the developer forgets this one, while he's coding, right? He's creating the application, Java application, or any banking application, or any website. If he doesn't put the equal to, then 127 also if you give, it will not take. So there is always a defect which you will get near the boundaries. Near the boundaries, always you will get a defect. That is why there is a famous test design technique called boundary value analysis. Okay, like that, I'll be discussing various topics also. Now, short s is equal to, you are giving this much, okay, some value. If you print this, execute this, so this is how it goes. Okay, byte short, then int long. Int I is equal to, you can take a bigger number like this, some bigger number you can take. Okay, and you print the I. Okay, similarly, byte short int long L is equal to, like if you give a big number, this much, it is not showing an error. We just increase, 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 it is shouting. If you put an L in the end, there is no error. So that means this is comment line. That means L in the end for bigger numbers. Okay, this is all. I'm pressing F11 from my keyboard to execute. Yesterday I've shown 6 different ways of executing. I'll just show it again. Anywhere you can click. Here you right click. Here you right click. Here you click. Here you go inside and then F11 from your keyboard. F11 from your keyboard. So right click, run as Java application. Right click, run as Java application. Right click, run as Java application. This one, sorry. It, some setting issue is there, leave it. F11, which I'm pressing, okay, that way you can execute it, okay. So go here, run as, and then Java application, last one also. So if you clear everything like this, like that, float FL is equal to some number 6 to 7 decimal points, okay, 6 to 7 decimal points. It is shouting because F in the end like this is mandatory. For float, F in the end is mandatory. F in the end is mandatory. Similarly, double dB is equal to some 15 decimal points you can take. So I'm just taking some big number. D in the end you may put or you may not put. I didn't put, no error, but if I put also, no error. So D in the end is not mandatory, not compulsory. And I'm saving it and F11 for running. Any single character from your keyboard, anything, it can be T, okay, anything you can put from your keyboard. From your keyboard, anything you can put. This is CH. Okay, if you see here, these are the different ASCII values. Different ASCII values are there. The space you are pressing is 32. Capital, small letters start from 97 onwards. Capital, small a starts from 97 onwards. Capital A starts from 65 onwards. Please remember these two. 65 for capital A, 97 for small a. So that, okay, when you are asked an interview question to find the number of vowels and consonants, you can very easily use this technique. Once you know the ASCII values, ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Just every alphabet from the keyboard or any character from the keyboard is assigned, mapped to a number. That's it. Clear, everybody? Everybody clear?
Yes.
Okay, only Darren is answering. What happened? Vinita, Shruti, Saloni, Priyadarshini, Kavita.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. As we move ahead, right? Every 3-4 minutes, I will be interacting with you people. Every 3-4 minutes. Okay. Because program you will be doing, not we. Okay. These are premises, basics, fundamentals. So I need to do. But every time I'll ask you to tell me the process. Okay. Like how you are thinking like a layman. See, when I teach programming, right, I will not be talking about Java first. How a fifth standard kid will solve the problem in general. The same step by step will translate to Java. So don't put Java in a very big pedestal. It is very easy language. Only thing is that you have not done hands-on. Here, it is compulsory to do hands-on. Okay. Everybody, they share 5 scripts per day. Compulsory. You have to name them. Today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tomorrow 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Day after tomorrow 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If you can write more, the merrier. More the merrier, the better it is. You might be thinking, what about quantity alone? What about quality? You take care about the quantity. I'll do the qualitative analysis also. The quality of the scripts, the complexity of the scripts, the size of the scripts, I will ensure. Okay. Because each script needs to be different. At a certain point, I'll ask, can you do this in a different way? Logic different. Okay. And coming to the most important data type. The most important data type is Boolean. Boolean B is equal to, I can take either true or false. So I'll take false. But it is giving error because B already have taken. So it is telling duplicate variable, local variable. So you have to be very, see why I ask you people to be hands-on and write the programs and share it in WhatsApp, because you will get the errors and then you will resolve it. Again, you will write a different program, different error you will get. Like this, you will follow for a few days. After some time, you will stop getting the regular errors. Once in a while, you will get the new errors. Because errors are also your interview questions. What are the exceptions you get in Java versus what are the exceptions you get in Selenium? And you need to answer these questions when you will get this type of exceptions. That can only be done, or that can only be articulated in the interview clearly if you are getting the errors. That is the reason why people who watch YouTube, Udemy never gets the job. Anybody, information, it is not the fault of YouTube or Udemy. Excellent information is there that is not required, which is not required. Okay. Just like English, dictionary, everything is there. But to speak, very few words are enough, good enough. Like that, to create a framework also, 35 keywords is more than enough in Java. 35 keywords. I'll show you. Slide number 74. If I go, If you know these keywords, your Java is over. Very much predictable. Out of this, most of them we are seeing, right? They are data type only. Out of these 52 keywords, even if you know 35, you can create a very good framework. You can create a very good framework. It is that easy. It's only that people are not hands-on. 90% of the people are not hands-on. They just watch. Don't watch anything. Don't watch anything. Just do it. Just do it. Come to mock